Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. It's Jacobs to start the drive, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this deep. Vikings. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. To throw. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now they'll change things up. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Isabella. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Play action, Willis. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to the Wangu. And he's got some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, Jacobs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, here's Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Willis to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now an option play on 2nd down. He pitches it out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up at the 27.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. He's counted up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care for the best in the game or undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
1st and 10, it's Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. That's close. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last three drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how it... And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start learning up some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. This is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. For quarter number 3, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 78 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions.
Second and 2. And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
18, 5 years. Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and
force a fourth down.
They'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only... And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Willis. And that's going to be incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick. A lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Willis to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Right here, one time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's caught downfield by Isabella. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there, because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Adams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still fantastic.
And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. Man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Willis to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for 1st downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Willis out of the gun. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not